Hello. For today's lesson, we are going to talk about ways to manage our stress. At the beginning of the year, students completed a needs assessment survey for the counseling department. The number one area all grade levels said that they wanted to work on more was how to manage their stress. The counseling department is hoping you will get a couple takeaways and reminders from this lesson. Many times, we may say we have a lot of stress and are feeling overwhelmed, but we may not always break things down to reflect on the cause of our stress. Sometimes there might be one huge area that is causing us stress, or it might be a lot of little areas that are building up. The result of many little areas of stress can create decision overload. We may not know where to even start. So how do we avoid decision fatigue so we're not so worn out? We can plan decisions the night before, write it down, keep a journal. We can work on prioritizing, knock out the most important piece first. We need to stop making decisions and start making commitments. Just like the Nike ad says, just do it. Take care of yourself. Be sure to eat well, especially when you have a lot going on. Ask yourself, how can I simplify things? Many of you have heard of journaling before. It's nothing new. Here's some ideas about possible areas to reflect on. If journaling is not something that works for you, find time in your day to reflect on positive ideas with what you are doing well and what's working for you. A lot of times we may be holding on to stress without ever realizing it. I'd like to challenge you all to do this exercise with me and really take in your breaths and release them. I'm going to take my breath a bit louder so you can hear me, but this is something that you can do on your own without others ever knowing that you're working on releasing stress. Ready? Breathe in and out. In and out. Nice work. Pretty easy. Sometimes we need to be easier on ourselves. We may hold ourselves to a standard that isn't realistic. It's not doable. We may have crazy expectations that won't mix what our day-to-day reality is. Instead of telling ourselves, I should do this, change the script. If I could do this, I choose to do so. Or I must complete that on time. Instead, try saying to yourself, I will do my best to get this done on time with the time that I have. Last one. I can't do that. Instead, try, this is hard for me. I may need to practice or get some help with this. It's okay to give ourselves a break and to communicate with others how you're feeling and what you might need. It's also very important to be mindful of our inner self-talk. Is what you are thinking or saying to yourself positive or negative? Just like we just mentioned, if it's negative, work on changing your script. Here's a number of examples of reminders you can give yourself. Try to find one or two that may work for you or come up with a couple on your own. If I could give you some homework, it would be to write down some positive self-affirmations on a note card or on something and put it somewhere where you will see it daily throughout the day. Some people like to keep note cards like this and put it on their mirror, in their planner, or on the refrigerator. Find what works for you. Give yourself some reminders of what you're doing well. We are all so tired of sitting in front of the screen all day, as I'm sure you are right now watching this lesson. Be sure to take care of your body, as well as your mind. During classes, you can try some stretches. It will relax some muscles and hopefully release more tension. Isn't there an app for everything? The important piece about stress management is to find what works for you. If what you've tried isn't working, keep experimenting until you find something healthy that will work. Don't be afraid to explore. Some of the apps being shown here are from a list of best anxiety apps of the year. Each of the apps have different elements to them. Most of them are free, and you can upgrade for additional with the fee to get some additional features. I'm personally more familiar with Headspace. To be honest, I've cheated at times and don't use all that it offers, but I do like that I can set a time each day to remind myself to de-stress. If I am struggling to find time to take more time for myself, then when I get the reminder, I'll do a quick self-check to see how much tension I might be feeling. For myself, I tend to feel a lot of tension in my shoulders, so I'll take a moment to focus on relaxing my shoulders while doing the 4 square breathing technique we practiced earlier. All of these apps have so many different elements to them, and you might find something different that works for you. Life can be challenging at times. It's important that we celebrate ourselves, that we take care of ourselves. Find something, again, I keep saying it, but something that works for you. Look at the list provided on the screen. If something here is new, explore it. We didn't talk too much about nutrition and sleep, but it's crucial for us to be healthy. Keep working to find solutions. Take those action steps to figure it out. Please don't forget about the wellness site that's available through the counseling site. Bookmark it. The site has tons of stress management tools available. If you don't like the square breathing we tried earlier, maybe something else will connect with you. The site also has soothing sounds, visual calmness, and animals to watch, and much more. Please remember, you are important, and it's important to take care of you. This has been a roller coaster of a year. Keep remembering to pause and breathe. Thank you for your time.